Southern Nevada Now.
Welcome to Southern Nevada Now.
Southern Nevada Now.
Mikey Ruhan there. I'm Chris Palermo, our second week. Mikey, how are you doing today?
I'm surprised you asked me back for a second week.
Mikey, I couldn't do it without you. I just want to tell you.
That is true.
And true and sad at the same time.
Yes.
Well, thank you, folks, for listening to us here at the Ace Country Radio Network. My name is Chris Palermo. I am a news anchor on KPVM television and, a self-professed radio geek, right, Mikey? And tell us about you're a multifunctional guy here in the operation. What do you do?
What do I do? What don't I do is a better question. I took the garbage out this morning.
I know that.
It was full, so I took it out.
Yeah.
I'm the weatherman, the garbage man, sportsman.
You kind of hold it all down technically, right? Technical director, right?
Yes.
You're a hands-on kind of guy. You do weather, sports.
I'm really good at pressing buttons.
You're the button presser, the button pusher.
Yeah.
You push my buttons, I'll tell you that.
Ditto.
And also, Mikey, in our third segment, the calendar, you're going to talk about your road tripping, because on Thursday nights, you do what? Tell us about Mikey's road trip.
Weekend road trip with Mikey. This week, we go to a special place.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's a tease. Don't tell us anymore.
Tune in to find out.
Okay. So, Mikey, here we go. So, thanks again, folks, for listening. Southern Nevada Now. We're going to do this every Friday morning, and we'll have some replays, spread out on the air. And, of course, Mikey, you'll put this up on our Facebook page, KPVM TV, right?
If I have time.
If he has time. So, there you go. Which means he will. Mikey's the best. Mikey, last week we talked about the Summerlin movie studio. The big news was just yesterday. Summerlin City Council approved it. The ordinances, variances, right? So what happens is it's going to be Sony movie films going to spend $2 billion over, right? If you could see it, Mikey did the Dr. Evil, 50 acres. Going to go down 215 in Town Center in Summerlin. Mark Wahlberg kind of was the liaison. Do you like that word? You didn't think somebody like me could be that fancy, huh?
No. Feel the vibration. Feel it.
So the movie studio, we'll be watching that because you and I are both movie stars. We've been extras in movies and look at our faces, So that's
Face
coming.
for radio.
That's right. We will definitely keep you abreast of the situation. Mikey, also, since this is Southern Nevada Now, we don't just talk about Pahrump, Nye County. We like to talk about Vegas and more Summerlin. Fort Apache, the road is closed for 3 months, a portion of it. I was down there the other day. I went to Henderson in Vegas. It's kind of a mess. They're putting in bike lanes and storm drains.
Bike lanes and storm drains. That's my favorite song by
So if you're down
Willie
traversing Fort Apache, it's closed, a little bit of it. It's a mess. You ever get down there and get your bike down there?
I stay away from there.
I don't blame you.
Especially now that it's closed.
Yeah, why? Why would you do that? So
I'll take Buffalo from now on.
What is it?
I'll take Buffalo from now on.
Okay.
There's an alternate route, or 3 or 10.
I just follow the detour signs because I'm not as, intelligent as you, so I wouldn't know which way to go, Then again, I'm from Boston. I know how to navigate traffic too, so.
You know how to get to Fenway Park.
I do. They're gonna put a green monster in the A Stadium down the old Tropicana, right?
I think so.
So, Mikey, we're talking taxes here. We like to talk about stuff that impact people, right? So this is from the Pahrump Valley Times. Mikey, they are proposing to add some taxes to, a sales tax question could be headed to the ballot. Do we really want to add some sales taxes here in the state?
Well, nobody likes taxes and paying more, but those roads are kind of undrivable.
So the sales tax rate in Nye County, which is a little less than Clark County, is 7.6%. It would bring it up to 7.85% and would pay for the roads. So what do you think about that?
I'm willing to put my 2 cents in. For,
I think I'm okay with that here.
Yeah.
So while we're still talking about taxes, they have the impact fees possibly would be going up. Do you know what the impact fees are, Mikey?
the impact fees?
Impact fees.
No, I do not know. Could you please explain?
Yeah, so this covers police, fire, parks, and all that kind of more drains. We're talking drains here.
Drains? Bike lanes? No.
That's exactly right. Drainage and flood control. Now, we know in this town, right, what happens, Mikey, when we get a little bit of rain, that the town's paralyzed, right, in Pahrump?
Yep.
You know? So let's get some more, and that would come from the property taxes.
Then it goes from flood to mud.
That's right. I never heard that before. And boy, people are just loving us already. We get on the radio and we're telling them how they're going to have to pay more money for taxes, right?
It's not our decision. We're just discussing it.
Right? Don't hate the messenger.
No,
right?
Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger. Finally, there's this subject here before we, go into break in a couple of minutes here, and this, I'm going to give you my opinion right out here.
All right.
Cloud seeding is giving a boost to Nevada's water supply. Now, Mikey, I think there's something kind of inherently evil about altering Mother Nature. This is from the Las Vegas Review Journal. And the Nevada Desert Research Institute is trying to make it snow, and they're basically injecting, chemicals and whatever else, seeds, into the clouds above the mountains. So we understand what they're trying to do. Make it snow, make it rain, make the snow the runoff in the spring, right? So we have more water. What do you think, Mikey, of this nonsense? Cloud seeding.
I actually thought it was nonsense until I saw a Board of County Commissioners meeting where the guy kind of explained it more. And it doesn't seem as evil as... I mean, it is kind of scary that they're altering the weather, but if it could bring more water, then... Then I'm all for it.
Yeah, well...
I'm not all for it. I mean...
Yeah. I don't know, it just...
If they can do it safely and...
I like the desert for what it is, the desert, and I understand what they're trying to do. I think we can mitigate things like with removing grass where there is not like a necessary, I guess, decorative grass, that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? I think, and then, you want to do your basic water conservation. And Lake Mead is up a little bit too. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. But were you here for Tropical Storm Hillary?
No. We moved right out after that. Tell us.
It was coming from North Carolina, the home state of hurricanes. It was quite shocking that we had a tropical storm.
Well, the roads are just now recovering, right?
Yeah.
In some parts.
Out in Death Valley.
Right.
Still...
We just had the news story last night, right? And so, I mean, do you think cloud seeding would be enough to make an impact in this region?
Yes and no. No and yes.
No and yes, okay. You are so profound, as usual, Mikey. I don't know how I'd do it without you.
You'd probably get like a sound effect thing to say yes or no.
So if you're just tuning in here, Ace Country Radio Network is a new show. Our second week here, Southern Nevada Now.
Southern Nevada Now.
And he is Mikey Ruhan. I'm Chris Palermo. Coming up, Mikey. So again, we're a couple of guys hanging out, men being men, just having a conversation. Next segment, Mikey, we're going to talk about the high cost of groceries in Nevada. Now, why? Because Nevada has the highest cost of groceries, second highest cost in the country. I'm going to lay out before you the price of eggs. How's that? And some other things. And you're going to give me a reaction. And on
we could play the prices right, possibly.
That would be fun.
I'll guess the prices.
And I could be Drew Carey, right, with the big glasses. And
I prefer Bob Barker, please.
Yes. And the third segment is our fun calendar segment.
Get your pets spayed.
That's right. We'll tell you how to do it. Okay, it's Southern Nevada now. He's Mikey Ruhan. I'm Chris Palermo. We're back in a bit.
Come back.
Southern Nevada now. Southern Nevada now.
Welcome back to Southern Nevada now. It's Mikey Ruhan. Hi, Mikey.
Hi, I'm just trying to kill a gnat over here.
Oh, okay. I'm Chris Palermo. This is our second segment. And what Southern Nevada now is we're looking at just that, right? Mikey, Southern Nevada, Nye County. But we are not leaving out our friends in Las Vegas. People, you know. Mikey, did you know that about 5,000 people commute every day from Pahrump to Las Vegas?
5,000? Wow.
Did you? No, really? You surprised?
No, I am surprised.
It could be more. It could be more now.
Where did you get that information?
I don't know specifically. I
you make it up?
I didn't make it up. I
Okay,
promise you
sorry.
that. I make up a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
I'd say about 6 months ago, I read that somewhere, and 5K, huh? That's something, you know. So anyways, what I'm getting at is people may be listening to us as they get into town, and I know you go into town a lot. I go in once a week, my wife and I, you know, so.
I go a couple times a month, yeah.
Because, you know, there's a lot of stuff in Pahrump you can't get here. I mean, that you can get in town, you know. You go down there, and, you know, I was all the way in Henderson the other day. Imagine that.
That's far.
You get down to Henderson at all?
I've been there a few times.
Yeah. You know, it's a much different vibe in Henderson. I can't explain it. You know, can you?
It seems a little fancy for my...
Oh, really? I didn't think it's as fancy feeling as Summerlin. I get a fancier feeling in Summerlin. Do you? No?
I get a fancier feeling in Pahrump.
I would think that you feel pretty fancy when you hang out with me, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
very.
okay.
I'm wearing my fancy pants.
I just uplift everybody. Those pants are fancy. And I was admiring the shirt you have. Can you describe, because, you know, radio is theater of the mind. Mikey, please describe the shirt you have on today.
Well, it is blue. Mm-hmm. It has buttons.
Button down.
Button down. Button up, too, if you...
Ah.
It says Prime TV over the pocket.
Well, that is quite a logo, that Ace Country.
And it says Ace Country FM in my pocket. I have a couple of pens.
What really struck me was on the wrist. That's a nice attention to detail. Tell the audience what that is,
It
Mike.
says Pahrump411.com. Not sure if that's still a website.
Okay. But just for somebody, I'll tell you, you are a man who is very secure and confident, who walks around with the word Pahrump on his wrist. That's all I have to say.
I have it tattooed underneath
Is that
the shirt, yeah.
Mikey, we're going to talk about in this segment here, before we chew up any more valuable radio time, again from the Review Journal, the RJ, as the hip people call it. Is that what they call it?
The LVRJ?
I guess, right? Nevada has the second most expensive groceries in the nation to go shopping. I see it every week. Where do you go shopping, Mikey?
Walmart.
I go to Walmart
because
too.
it's the cheapest.
I am with you. Now, I want to talk about why possibly my cucumber is getting pricey. You know, why do you think?
Why do I think?
Yeah, why do you think? Why do you think? Now, just last week, right? When we went through the register, and the woman, she's amazing, the cashier at Walmart, she's pulling these things out. Like, I'll give you an example, a dozen eggs. She said, you know, just from last week, these prices doubled.
So what are they now? 13?
It was, I don't know, maybe 8. Maybe they went from 4 to 8 or 5 to 10. You know, don't make me do math. Nobody said there was math involved here, you know. So I think that, well, this is interesting here. A lot of people raise their own chickens for eggs. Tell me, tell me about chicken raising.
I think the hens are the one that.
The hens?
Yeah.
You've already corrected me.
Yep.
Chickens don't lay eggs?
No.
You're kidding me.
Do you know why I crossed the road?
I would never have guessed.
To get an egg from the hen.
This is good quality entertainment, folks, here. No, really, you're kidding me. Chickens don't lay the eggs.
I'm pretty sure the hens do.
The hens do, huh? Yeah. How do you... Have you ever taken the eggs?
You ever heard of a henway?
A what?
A henway.
No.
You're supposed to say, what's a henway?
What's a henway?
About 4 pounds.
This is real good stuff. So I guess what I'm getting at is people, to save money, right? I know a lot of people that have their hens lay their eggs, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to beat the system.
Or try to.
You can't raise the price of my hen egg. Man.
Okay, so what a lot of people are saying why the prices are so much, and we're getting dangerously close here to talking politics, and we really don't want to do that, but we're in the desert, right? It takes a little bit to truck things in. Fuel costs through the roof, right? Why are fuel costs through the roof? I mean, we can have that debate on another show, at another time, on another program. All right. So I'm thinking now there was some issue with the flooding and the weather with the farmers, right? That caused all that. And you could probably guess where the most expensive groceries are in the country, Mikey. Take it again.
New York.
No, you're kidding me. California, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't you think that?
Well, they grow all their food there, and their produce.
They do, but it's just, again, I'm going to be a bad boy, and I'm just going to say it's environmental regulations stifling all these costs. Who said that? Did I say that? That's terrible.
Where'd that come from?
I know. That's terrible. So anyways, the article's out there, right? There's expensive groceries, and the way, I guess, to get around it would be to maybe kind of grow your own stuff.
Or quit eating.
Or quit it, which is what I should be doing.
That's what I stopped doing.
Well, that's just because we're in show business and broadcasting, and that's just that's just how it is.
Thanks, diabetes.
Mikey, the next segment. I'm sorry to get so heavy on you here, huh? I hope we can lighten things up for the next segment, huh? On this Southern Nevada Now show. It's our calendar segment. What can we come up with a better name? I just call it our calendar segment. What should we call it?
Here's what's happening.
I like that too. Maybe I got an idea. Mikey, can you give us a jingle for next week? You and I, maybe we'll do a calendar jingle. So to tease things a little bit coming up, the Art Walk of Pahrump. Oh, before we even get to that, we talked extensively on the chili cookout. Chili cook-off?
Cook-off, yes.
Chili cook-off. Petrick Park, right?
Yeah, tonight.
Friday night, and it's going to go through the weekend. Real quick, they're having things like the kids pepper eating contest, bands.
Play some Skinner.
That's right, the Leonard Skinner tribute. So that's coming up. But we're going to talk about the Art Walk of Pahrump. And hey, Simi Hagar has a new club coming to Vegas. Do you know that?
No, I did not.
This is cool too. And these tickets, this is in June. Tickets are probably going to be very expensive. And I don't know, maybe I could sneak
As expensive as eggs?
Almost. I might want to buy some eggs instead. Lady Gaga, the Jazz and Piano series, is returning to Park MGM. She's doing 8 shows. Is that something that kind of like tickles your fancy to see Lady Gaga, the toned down jazz and piano stuff?
Does it tickle my fancy?
Yeah, does it? You get jazzed about it, literally?
Not really.
No, that's not your thing, right?
No, it's not my cup of tea. But I'm happy for her.
Yeah. Would you guess what those tickets are a piece?
Probably more than 2 cartons of eggs.
A bunch of eggs. I'm going to say like $300 to $400 or $500 a ticket.
You could probably buy a hen.
Would you spend $300, $400, $500 for a show to see one of your favorite groups, Mikey?
Yeah.
Who would
The
that be?
Replacements, Paul Westerberg, but he's never coming out of retirement, so never mind.
Yeah. I would have done that for Prince, and obviously that's not going to happen. Anyways, we're going to go to a break here. He's Mikey Ruhan, right?
Yep, I am.
And I'm Chris Palermo. What's the name of the show, Mikey?
Southern Nevada Now.
Southern Nevada now. Southern Nevada now.
Welcome back to Southern Nevada Now.
Southern Nevada Now.
That's right. Chris Palermo and Mikey Ruhan.
The calendar segment. The calendar segment.
You know what Mikey's alluding to, so because we want to get a little fancier. Mikey, maybe between now, like as if you don't have enough things to do, we'll have a jingle to introduce this segment, maybe, right? The calendar segment. Southern Nevada Now, we're on the Ace Country Radio Network. Thank you so much for listening. It's our second show, and of course, this show will be available for a podcast on the KPVM Facebook page, right, Mikey?
And YouTube.
And YouTube. How can we forget about YouTube? Mikey, there are quite a bit of things coming here. We love this segment. It's, we were starting to get a little heavy talking about hens and eggs and chickens and cost of, groceries. The first
taxes.
Taxes.
God
oh boy.
bless taxes.
So, again, the chili cook-off happening tonight through the weekend. Where is it? Tell us a little about chili cook-off.
It's at Petrack Park, right, this evening?
Petrack Park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a lot of chili and some fun entertainment.
Excellent.
I hear there's going to be a carnival of sorts.
Carnival rides, huh?
Yep.
Can you go around and win prizes too, like shooting gallery and that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
We'll have to check it out.
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. The other big thing coming down here, April 26th, 27th, and the 28th, is the Art Walk of Pahrump. The Art Walk of Pahrump, you can go search them on Facebook. And also part of that is the Pahrump Film Festival. That's pretty exciting. Mikey, I'm going to run through some of the things they're going to have. 50-50 drawings, some vendor booths, open mic, theater performances. There is in the theater performance here, and I'm not going to question it, but it's Mikey's doing a mime thing here. The Disappearing Apples. Face painting, Lego building competition. They're going to have a chalk drawing contest.
A what?
A chalk drawing contest.
Chalk?
That's
okay.
right.
All right.
Talent contest, which you might win. You might have a good chance. A drum circle. What do you think? Boonga, boonga. There you go. Now, it's, again, April 26th, 27th, 28th. They're looking for films and talent and art and vendors. You'd like to join them. Give them a call, 760. That's Gypsy Queen, 760-590-2627. And, of course, you can find them on Facebook. Do the search. Right, Mikey, tell us your extent. What do you vibe? What are you feeling on this?
Well, I'm going to join the open mic thing. And
yeah, what are you going to do? Comedy, singing?
Singing, guitar.
I cannot wait.
I might say something funny, so we can't exclude comedy.
Okay. Did you sign up already for that?
No, I have to do that by March 31st.
March 31st. That's right. Those are the deadlines. March 31st. Thank you very much
coming up
for that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we're really gonna have a good time going down there. We'll check that out, and of course we'll be running stories all the way up to that.
Correct.
Mikey, before we chew up any more time here, your segment, your now famous, the infamous road tripping segment. Tell us first of all what it is, and then please get into the one that we just aired on television last night on KPVM television. Tell us what you got going on this week.
This week, well, if you saw it last night, you'll know about the wonderful town of Johnny.
Johnny? That's a little ghost town, right?
Yeah, a little. Well, it's not even a ghost town, but apparently there's a lost gold mine there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
did you find some gold?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Just some sunshine. And,
Okay, some nice photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us more.
Tell you more about Johnny?
Yeah, that was it, huh?
Yeah, and I really highly suggest that going that way this weekend, because this weekend is the Baker to Vegas run.
What is that?
I actually went to Shoshone last year while this was going on. There are thousands of cops from all over the place running from Baker to Vegas, and they all have these cars with them, like support cars doing like 3 miles per hour, and like then you have all the people behind them trying to pass in your lane.
Well, what's that distance, Mikey, from Shoshone to Baker?
From Shoshone to Baker?
Yeah, or that they're going to run. What's the distance they run?
I don't know. Look, it's a
20
lot. It's probably a lot.
20 miles?
It's probably way more than that.
Really?
Probably 100 maybe.
No. How long? Is it a weekend thing?
Yeah, it's happening this weekend. So I wouldn't go anywhere near California this year.
Wow.
This weekend.
Okay, so tell us how you get. Johnny is up towards 90. You're going from 160 to. Is Johnny on 95 or not?
Johnny's on 160.
160.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you get up to 95.
Right.
Way before you get. Okay.
But if you go that way this weekend, like Beatty or something, that's a good. But I wouldn't go anywhere near California.
So Mikey's road trip is telling us we are not to go this week,
yes.
right?
Pretty much.
Okay, good. So, and of course, Mikey, they can see that report on the Facebook page, right? The KPVM.
Correct. So Baker is an hour and a half from here. So, sorry, I just.
No. So you're thinking it's at least, I don't know, maybe 100 miles, maybe something like that. Wow. Hey, that's cool. All right, so let's go down the list here. There is something what was closing down on the Strip. The Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville Club was down at the Flamingo. Was there for more than 20 years, so that's closing. You know, it was kind of a fun place. I thought it was a fun place. I've only been there, been to the other ones too, but what's picking up? This looks even funner. Is that a word? Funner, even more fun.
Funnest.
The funnest. Sammy Hagar partners with the Palm Casino Resort, and they're going to call it Sammy's Island Getaway.
That guy likes to party.
He does, right? So a tropical pool getaway inspired by Hagar's music. And it's debuting Friday, May 17th.
May 17th.
So, I like the Palms, and they have particularly good discounts for locals too. So that's a Sammy Hagar thing opening up. And you know what we talked about was the Lady Gaga Jazz and residency. She's going to be down at the MGM Grand, the Dolby Live Amphitheater. So it's her jazz and piano show and
poker face. Hey,
is
that how you jazz that song up?
June, there's 8 dates in June. So I'd love to go see it. I think it's an expensive show, probably a very expensive show, but I just want to put it out there and let people know. So locally, let's come back down up here to Pahrump. Is there anything else that maybe we might have missed?
There's a wrestling event you were telling me about. Uh-huh.
Well, there is something that kind of piqued my interest here. The Wild Side Tavern on the south side of Pahrump, off of Game Bird, they are having on, I believe it's this Saturday night, tomorrow night, midget wrestling. Now they're selling tickets online, and it looked like you could, if they were available, you could buy them at the door. And from the response I'm seeing is that it's quite an interesting take. What is your take on? I've never seen midget wrestling in person. Have you?
Not in person.
Okay. Now, I'm kind of a larger guy. I don't know well, you can see me. People see me on television. I think it'd be pretty funny to put me up against. I'm not going to go toe-to-toe and wrestle with these ladies and gentlemen, and I'm assuming, I think there's some females involved in this midget wrestling. I'd love to get a photo with some of these wrestlers.
I wish they would have a pepper eating contest too.
Now, you bring some hens down there, and you've got a party.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe Lady Gaga will show it.
Well, that'll just about do it for us here, folks, on Southern Nevada Now.
Southern Nevada Now.
Mikey Ruhan, thanks so much. Couldn't do it without you. Of course, the technical expertise you lend to the show.
The buttons I press, yeah.
You are the button presser. I'm Chris Palermo. And please, you can look for this repeat on the Facebook page, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Southern Nevada Now.